Hello there, Internet. As I'm standing here on this gorgeous day, recording what's for me the third video, but for you, I guess it'll be Thursday. It had occurred to me that I hadn't done a review of this guy. Now, I have done a review of, oh my goodness. Let's get the Octo pouch out of here from Carver's Customs. You know where to find them, Facebook, y'all. Chat me down below if you're having trouble finding them, but just search for Carver's Customs on Facebook. You'll find them. UPM Anthony, he'll get you hooked up. They make some nice stuff, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna knock that as I put my hand in here. So I like leaving those in frame, especially when we got the octopus. So I had talked about the stubby, the one I did the mirror polish on, and how much I liked it. And then I talked about this guy in my top 10, but I hadn't done a review on the brass one, and I think there's enough differences, as well as I really just want to show off my Force Patina. There's enough differences where it's probably worth talking about. So let's take a look at it. So we got the Abel Nelson Kraken buttons. Now when I got this, I got it on the secondary, had a little bit of abuse, nothing too bad, nothing too crazy, but it came with brass zero feud buttons, so I didn't actually get the standard stubby buttons in brass, but I'm not a huge fan of those anyway, but got in on another drop. That's actually pretty cool. Isn't that cool, y'all? Whoa. Let's let it warp. So I got in on the second drop of these Abel Nelson buttons, which are fantastic buttons. That's not really gonna, wonder if we can get it to warp. Whoa. Now, since it's not symmetrical, or it is symmetrical, but it's really only one direction, it's not like two halves, it can't do like the traditional warp where it's only going to be that one direction warp, so you're not going to see like the flickering of things. Anyway, I'm digressing. So I got this without the stubby buttons, and got my Kraken buttons on there. That was all I was really saying. So but yeah, so I knew I'd kind of wanted to Force Patina this at some point, so I hit it with 600 grand sandpaper all around, soaked it in ammonia, sprinkled salt on it here and there, and you really just kind of have to play around with it. And even I don't really know exactly what results I'm going to get. Get a bit of an idea, but I throw it on there. Now, one little thing, I probably shouldn't show this out, but right along this little dome, right around where my fingernail is, so yeah, it's a little bit of a scratch that happened there. I'm not sure how that happened, if it happened while sanding. I think that's probably when it happened, but you can hardly see it. But anyway, it's there. But other than that, now that it's starting to patina a little bit, when that scratch was, when it had just happened, it was a little more obvious. It's a little less obvious now, but anyway, we took it out of the patina, really liked how it looked, but then I sanded these sides down, and then sanded all these edges, and just look how good she looks. Just looks good. So for me, a stubby, I love customized work, and that's what makes me really want to carry these bad boys. So, and she's got a good little weight to her. So I imagine with the stubby brass buttons, they'd probably be similar to these Kraken buttons. These buttons are going to be a little heavier, but that's really the big difference between this and the stainless steel, and that's kind of obvious when you say it like that, but you do get a different spin character, a different feeling to the brass one. Now, especially this as well, my stainless steel one, you've heard me talk about it, has like perfect balance. The brass one is off a little bit, and it was off before I patinaed it, so don't think that had a lot to do with it. But you don't really feel much wobble, and again, especially once I force patina something, I kind of like a little bit of feedback. But we're pretty smooth there. If you can tell, there's just kind of like the shaking of my hand. You're not getting that even shaking and wobble. So pretty good, and she spins for a while. Gets I've gotten over 9 minutes on a vertical spin and around 7 on a table with this guy, and this is using the bearing that came with it. So and it's nice. I like the bearing that's in. I'm kind of almost sad the bearing that was in the stainless steel one was a little wrecked, because I'm really enjoying 8-ball hybrid ceramics these days, which I'm pretty sure is what's in here. It's definitely an 8-ball, but I'm pretty sure that's hybrid ceramics they throw in there. Let's get under the hood. Right, so see that? I don't know, but it's definitely black balls in there as far as I can tell. I don't know if I can get the light where you guys can really tell, but it's really nice. So yeah, let's take a look at that patina while we got it off of here. So really nice darks, really nice blues. I hit it with Renaissance wax. I hit these corners up with flits, which is really slowing the patina down, so it is actually looking nice for a couple days despite handling it. Really, really smooth here. Just feels and looks tremendous. And under the buttons, I had kind of tape under the buttons. That's kind of cool. I think, you know, trying to do like a little pattern with tape around the Force Patina might be kind of cool. So maybe we'll try that, do some like tortoise shell something, who knows. So let's put the buttons back on, and then I went around the edge of the buttons to give the buttons a new ring, just kind of to clean it up from the way it was originally. But really dig this guy. So depending on the day, some days I really like the stainless steel one. Now this, it's not a huge difference in weight. I'd have to go back and see, but I know stainless steel and brass aren't huge differences in weight. But probably partially with the patina, and then again, because it is a little heavier in brass, this guy does feel a little bit more of a heavy beast, where the other one feels a little faster and a little more responsive. So, you know, depending on the mood you're in, I actually really appreciate having both of these guys. So, and some days I carry this one, which was today was a day I really wanted to carry this with me, despite wanting to do the Invictus review, which I did for you guys 2 days ago, and the Oculus review. I really wanted to have this with me. So, that's a testament for me to how good a spinner is if I've got new spinners to review and I really want to carry something that's been in the collection for a little while. So, but you guys know how I am with my customizations, right? I get attached to them. I really, really like them. So, look at her warp. So see how it's shaking as you're seeing both sides of the spinner essentially warping back and forth. That's what you don't get with the Kraken buttons, because they're really just the one side. Did I go past it? Or are we gonna get it? There we go. Octopus! Woohoo! It's pretty sweet. This side in particular, I really like how the patina came out. This little blue here. It depends on the mood I'm in too. Sometimes I really like how this is lighter and just kind of blue, almost looks like it's splashing along the beach, where this kind of looks like, you know, deep sea on the sides here with the darkness, the darker colors. So really, really pleased. And I just hit it with the Renaissance wax once, and then I haven't really hit it again, and we're not really kind of wearing through. I guess we're wearing it down a little bit, but it's kind of getting it nice and smooth and getting a nice texture on it. So I kind of like the idea of putting the forced patina on it and then letting it go out. And so what else can we say about it that we haven't already said about a stubby? I really just wanted to show this guy off and let you guys get an up close look at it a little bit more, I think, than I did in my top 10 video, because I'm pleased with it. So yeehaw, everybody. I guess that's it. Stubby. Hey, let's put it up next to a stubby for size comparison. So there's a stubby, and there's a stubby. Sorry, I'm silly. Again, balance off a little bit. We already showed that. All right, y'all. I guess that's it. Kisses, everybody. Ooh, shining at you. Shining. Keep shining on me.